Hello, I'm David Rives, and this is the Genesis Science Report. Let's talk about education. Now, I don't mean research or experience or field work or training or growing in knowledge. I'm talking about the education that you can get from colleges for the price of a nice house. I'm talking about the higher learning that you can get from a recognized institution and still be paying for it when you hit 50. Now, I don't have a college degree, although I have been known to employ a number of people who do. In fact, the majority of my friends and colleagues have PhDs in some scientific field. Over the past 13 years, many of them have shared their knowledge with me, advised me, and offered their support on my journey as our ministry grew to be the largest creation media ministry in the world. In addition, a survey sent to the hundreds of thousands of my friends and ministry followers, you, shows that over 50% of those most involved in our ministry have advanced degrees, masters and doctorates in theology and science and philosophy. I'm proud of them and what they've accomplished, but I've never attended a recognized institution for higher learning. Now, I've written 2 books, I've been on speaking tours around the world, and hosted and produced over 800 pieces of media, including 350 global television programs and major documentaries seen by countless millions. I can't credit a college degree for that. There's no doubt that I've been blessed, and I give all glory to the Lord. Here's the thing. Today, the radical left humanists are obsessed with higher education. Now, what do I mean by humanists? I'm talking about those who believe that it's all about them, those who downplay or outright reject the concept and the importance of God. Why would these people be so adamant in their push for credential degrees and college experience? Jeremy Boring, the COO of the top 10 news organization Daily Wire, and also a man with no college degree, recently stated, "Colleges exist primarily to create conformity of thought." Now, I believe that this is a profound statement. It's no secret that those employed as biology professors in U.S. colleges and universities are overwhelmingly anti-religious. Over 60% are self-professed atheists or agnostics. This means that their humanist agenda is pushed on young students who are eager to learn. The thing is, what are they learning? Are they learning to think for themselves, to discern, study facts, and debate ideas freely? Or are they simply spoon-fed a diet of radical left propaganda, an ideology that is decidedly anti-biblical, anti-life, anti-freedom of speech, and anti-Christian? This is not a Republican versus Democrat issue. It is perhaps a conservative versus liberal issue. This is between those who push radical liberal ideology and those who want to conserve biblical principles and the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A right that was given not by government, but by God Himself. You see, our founding fathers knew this well. We are endowed by our Creator with those rights, and it's not negotiable. They considered this to be so important that they actually wrote it in the Declaration of Independence. Men have spilled their blood to preserve those rights. But we're now told to be tolerant. Those who came to America were told to tolerate the tyranny of the King of England. They were told to just get along or face persecution. Some college professors now use the same intimidation tactics when it comes to the religious beliefs of students. The founding fathers of America were highly intelligent men, but the truth is today the highly educated are those who are leading the charge of blurring the lines between gender, of inciting racial hatred, and worst of all, teaching that we are cosmic accidents, merely the product of time, natural selection, and chance. This is having a negative impact on our society during a time when teen suicide, we've got rampant atheism, veteran suicide, mass shooting sprees, and depression are all on the rise. If we are merely nothing more than intelligent animals, well, why should we value human life? And relativistic morality means we get to decide our own truths. It's a pattern of the very lie of Satan in the garden. He tempted Eve with the humanistic thought, if we make our own rules, well, then we can be our own God. Sadly, seminaries And theological institutions don't fare much better than the secular institutions. A Barna study of U.S. Protestant pastors revealed that the pastors least likely to have a biblical worldview are those who are seminary graduates. Over 50% of seminary-trained pastors now admit that their beliefs are not consistent with the biblical worldview. In other words, they answered no to at least one of the following. Do you believe that absolute moral truth exists, that it's based upon the Bible, that the Bible is accurate in its teachings, that Jesus was sinless, that Satan literally exists, that God is omnipotent and omniscient, that we're saved by grace through faith and not of works, and that we have a personal responsibility to evangelize? Listen, over half of the pastors with higher education answered no. Let me be clear, this is not an attack on education. It is a criticism of the effectiveness and the tactics that the currently accepted system for education is using. Again, I applaud those who have made it through the higher education system with their values and personal opinions intact. But statistics are making the sad reality clear. We have many generations of indoctrinated and confused men and women who are positioned as authorities in their respective fields. Not all of them have fallen for the humanistic trap set by their professors, but unfortunately, it is a majority. This is what we're up against. This is why our ministry providing biblical truth is so crucial and why we need your prayers and support now more than ever before.